What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here, man. I don't know what you call it. I got to say the Cowboys played a little bit better. Played a little bit better than I thought on defense. I thought the defense tightened up in the second half. I think the beginning we all thought it was going to be a shootout, and then you see the defense is really on both sides, and absolutely straight up beat ourselves, man. CeeDee Lamb. I mean, 3 drops on that last drive or 2 drives, whatever it was. That can't happen. But I mean, the way I look at it is he's not going to do that. I mean, that's not CeeDee Lamb. That's not CeeDee Lamb. So I would just say I feel better about the defense. I knew the offense. I knew our offense was going to be able to put up points. I think our offense is going to be able to put up a lot of points this year. But CeeDee Lamb and Miles Sanders, but really on that last drive, CeeDee Lamb, and he's going to own it. I mean, he's that type of player. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be something that's going to linger on. But I mean, Cowboys 8.5 underdogs. Nobody. I mean, people thought they were going to run all over us, and they did early. But I mean, Saquon Barkley, 60 yards rushing, I think. The only thing I didn't understand is why were they not putting somebody on Jalen Hurts? I mean, he didn't beat him with their arm. I think, A.J. Brown got his first catch, I think, in the last minute of the game. But it's a tough loss because I think most of us probably going in the game, we were just hoping it'd stay close. We didn't know what to expect. And this team had a chance to win and really could have won. I mean, it could have gone either way. Obviously, it didn't go our way. But the Cowboys played. I mean, our defense stepped up in the second half. They made some adjustments. They weathered the storm, and they definitely got better in the second half. Yeah, Lamb. Wow, you had a lot of confidence. I mean, I had confidence in our offense. Isaac, did you have confidence in the defense or the whole team? Because the defense was the part that worried me. And then when you kind of saw what was happening early on, I'm like, man, this is going to be a shootout, and we're going to have to go toe-to-toe with them. And, one mistake is going to end up changing the game. But it didn't. Both defenses tightened up. They tightened up in the second half. I don't think anybody was expecting all those points early, and then it was really hardly anything in the second half. Maybe the weather delay had a little bit to do with it, but too many drops. Yeah, I don't think it was deflating. I mean, straight drop. I agree with you. I don't think the loss was deflating. I think it was very disappointing because you guys got to think about it. You're on the road opening day, defending Super Bowl champions. They're doing all the hoopla. They're doing all the stuff. We talked about it, in the Cowboys cave today. We had Charles Haley on. We want the ball first. Set the tone. We went down there, went right down the field and scored on that defense like it was nothing. Then they obviously came right down and scored on us like it was nothing. We went right back down there and scored on them like it was nothing. They went right back down and scored on us. And it looked like it was going to be a street fight. And then it just or a track meet, I should say. And then it turned into a street fight by that second half. But the Sanders fumble was a killer. And I don't know about you guys. I'm not a huge fan of, we're going to give this guy 2 series, then you get 1 series. Then we're going to give 2 series. Go with the hot hand and go with the situation. I mean, Javonte Williams was killing them in between the tackles. You're right inside the 10. Go with the guy that was bringing it. I mean, Sanders had that nice long run. Wish he didn't get caught from behind. But at that point, I don't care that it's his series. Put Javonte Williams back in and let him finish the drive. I mean, I ain't worried about that stuff, man. And that's the part that is definitely frustrating. And let me get to some of your guys' thoughts. And really being real and being optimistic and being critical. I think I agree with you, Garland. I think the defense will get better. They played so much better in the second half. They started to get pressure. You saw Eberflus creating pressure. but with some of the blitzes. And I love my man Diggs, but I wouldn't be blitzing Diggs anymore, man. He just does not want contact. I thought he did a great job in the game. It's cover corner. They really didn't do much in the passing game, but I mean, he ain't looking to hit nobody. And I mean, I don't know what it was with Jalen Hurts, but you're not going high on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is strong. You need to go in there and you need to hit him hard, right in the rib cage, man. Shoulder down, hit him right in the rib cage. Yeah, definitely. I thought our defense in the second half, if that's what we can build on, I'm telling you, we just took on what everyone says is a clear-cut number one team in the NFL on the road and had them on the ropes with really should have won the game. I mean, easily should have won the game without those 2 drops on that last drive. Easily win the game. You know, the defense was playing tight. So I'm looking at it as disappointing loss. But if I'm the Eagles, I'm like, man, I'll be honest with you. I don't know because they got to come to Dallas. So I don't think any real Eagle fan ain't pounding their chest. I mean, they got some injuries. So now you start to see some injuries, start happening on other sides. I mean, Dallas felt a rash of injuries. I mean, you have just an absolute asshole on their team in Jalen Carter, absolute scumbag. I mean, he should be suspended. And that is probably one of the lowest things you could ever do is to spit on another person. I mean, that is pretty much, I don't want to say bring the 305 out and get the gats or whatever, but I'm just saying that shit don't happen. That don't happen. And definitely classless, absolutely classless, but it goes without saying. And yeah, I mean, in the beginning, you saw a lot of, what about Micah Parsons? In that second half, you saw that defense. And I'm just telling you, it's, if you guys aren't subscribed to the Cowboys Cave, you need to get over to the Cowboys Cave on YouTube, man. We had Charles Haley on, and he talked about it, man. These guys, they need to create an identity. They need to create that identity. And I thought in the second half, they started to. They definitely started to. And it was definitely good to see. CeeDee Lamb dropped 2. Absolutely. Absolutely. Played great. Showed the Eagles aren't a machine. I agree. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm walking out of there pissed off because you let one slip away. But I'm walking out feeling pretty damn good too, because first game of the year on the road, like I said, a divisional opponent, you're supposed to split these games, and they should have stole one. I mean, they easily should have stole one. So we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, it was on the ground. I mean, what do we got? What do we got? Some moron. We could probably got some idiot ass Eagle fan that rides the Cowboys D. They love hanging out here, but he spit to the ground. You don't ever spit on someone's face. You don't spit in their on their body. That's classless. If you're defending that, then you're an asshole too. And I mean that. I didn't like it when Bill Romanowski and JJ Stokes. He should have been thrown out of the league for that shit too. That you just don't do that. You're a man, and B, you guys are professionals, and you shouldn't be walking over to the other sideline in the huddle. So that just shows the lack of discipline that they have, and it's going to come back to bite them in the ass. And what did I tell you? I thank you, Cowboys Nation. I told you guys, man, if you're following the channel, I told you this offensive line is going to surprise people. They're young. They got some nasty to them. They're going to get better and better. And they played, again, this is supposed to be the number one defense. This is supposed to be that. This offensive line played solid. I thought we ran the ball effectively with Javonte Williams. Obviously, the big play from Sanders. It's just going to get better and better. And I think we found, I told people too, man, you guys got to listen to your boy. I seen this Javonte Williams, man, just destroy the ACC and my Miami Hurricanes. He's 2 years removed from his injury. That's the runner you saw. Go watch his rookie year. Go watch his rookie year tape. That's the type of runner he is. Physical, runs hard. And Tyler Booker, he played. You guys tell me, because I don't have all the stuff in front of me. What about penalties? I didn't really see many penalties. I remember Tyler Smith. There was one where he was beat and he had no choice. He had to hold on to him. But I didn't see much pre-snap penalties. I didn't see holding penalties. I mean, tell me if I'm crazy. I'm just thinking off my mind, but much cleaner game for the first game of the season as well. You see it looks like discipline. I didn't see much on the defensive penalties. Most of the penalties were going on the Eagles side. So, we were decent. What was the final tally? I don't know. I'm just, Guyton, we were worried about, there was a lot of concern. The holding calls, but coming off an injury and being out, I thought he played well. I thought that Diggs, as far as covering, I mean, AJ Brown, one catch, Devontae Smith, one or two catches. The secondary played better. Elam giving up that big play to that one scrub on the Eagles side, that's inexcusable too. That shouldn't happen. I mean, I was just being honest. That shouldn't happen either. I mean, it looked, four penalties. First game, no preseason. I take that all day long. Let's see. Much cleaner game than last season. And the Cowboys, like I said, now we've got something. Now you got something to build on. Now you got something to look at. I love the way Dak Prescott. Talk about the way Dak Prescott played. I mean, Dak Prescott hadn't played 9 months, no preseason. He was sharp. He was sharp early. And take away how many drops. I mean, obviously, the penalty helped, but Ferguson dropped 3 CD Lamb drops. There could have been some other ones in there. I thought he was good. Now I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going that far. CD Lamb's pretty damn good. Now he dropped it. He's got to own it, and I think he will. But CD Lamb also, I mean, he dominated that field as well. So can't happen. It can't be a trend. I'd like to see, and I know Pickens didn't have huge numbers, but he had huge plays, obviously with that penalty, pass interference. He had that key catch. I'd like to see him, and I think he'll get more. He's going to get more and more involved. This was, like I said, the second half was it turned into a street fight than a track meet. I mean, we all thought it was going to be 40-something, but if I would have told you guys you're holding Barkley to 60 yards and you're holding the Eagles to 24 points, I think most of us going to take our chances with the offense. And I thought the offense shot themselves in the foot, obviously with the fumble. And you give Eagles credit. You got to create it, one like you just dropped it. So give the Eagles defense credit on that. But the drops, I mean, you just got to eliminate that. And like I said, CD Lamb that's not what he's known for. So, so definitely see it. Let's see who's hanging in the chat. Like I said, if you guys are hanging on YouTube, man, hit that like button, man. I'm up late. You guys know I'm on East Coast Standard Time. I'm just too, the adrenaline gets going, man. When you your first game of the season, didn't know what to expect. Definitely want to balance things out with Pickens. I no argument for me. But man, I was amped up all day, and then you get closer and closer to kickoff, and it was just don't know what to expect. I'm just being honest with you guys, man. I'm always confident, always want to win, always think we're going to win. That ain't never going to change as long as I'm breathing. But there was an uneasy feeling of what is going to happen. And I just, you didn't see a lot, obviously, in preseason. The team was kind of, the play calling was questionable in preseason on some of those. But yeah, definitely. And your boy, my man Mark, I will be in Dallas. I'll be in Dallas for the home opener, man. My son, we are going to do that turn and burn, man. We're flying in Sunday morning, flying home Sunday night. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm definitely looking forward to that. What did I lose? What did I lose my camera? What happened? Mikey, what happened? There I am. I lost my picture. Yeah, definitely going to be back at AT&T. I can't wait. So any of you guys that are going to be there, man, hit me up. Love to meet up with everyone. But yeah, Amari, I like our receivers. I don't think Amari would fit what we're doing because I think you're featuring CD, you're featuring Pickens, and I think Turpin is kind of he's your gadget guy. Like, it was funny, I saw a play to Tolbert, and I'm like, shit, man, I didn't even know, I forgot he was on the team. It's just been quiet. But I don't think Cooper, and Cooper retired. I mean, his heart, man, his heart's not into it, man. If your heart ain't into it, then it is what it is, man. You just got to bounce out. But yeah, I'm not going to agree with you on that. I definitely don't agree with you on that. Started the game about an hour or two. I was able to skip through the entire game. Yeah, it should be suspension. How you missed the best part of the game, man? That first quarter and a half, I thought it was going to be about 60 to 50, 58. Whoever has the ball last is going to end up winning the game, man. There was no defense on either side, but the defense has stepped up more on the Cowboys side. Like I said, I think the Cowboys shot themselves in the foot with some drops and stuff. And I think the Eagles hurt themselves with some defensive penalties. So, but the Cowboys defense in that second half, if they could play that way and get better and better, my over's looking pretty damn good. My over's looking pretty damn good on that bet I made. So, yeah, featuring Pickens. I think Pickens definitely needs more touches. You don't know how the reads were going to him. Obviously, they went at him deep a couple times. One caused a PI. I think the other one was, I can't remember, but I think there was another one. Maybe it was out of bounds, or maybe the guy made a play on it. I really can't figure it out. But New Year, same. I don't disagree. I gotta disagree with my man. I gotta disagree. I thought the expectations that a lot of people had. I mean, let's think about all the experts. Dallas win total after the Parkin Street, six wins. Did that look like a 6-win team to you? I don't think so. I think the Cowboys they're about what I thought they were. I think they're going to be a 10-win team. I think they have the opportunity to win 11. They could slip to 9. I mean, obviously health and everything goes into it. It's going to go through the offense. But I said, if they can get a running game, if they can find a running game, and Jadon Blue didn't play, if they can find a running game, then I mean, this offense is going to be even more lethal. And they found a running game. And I think they are going to be more lethal. And once they get going, yeah, I don't even think A.J. Brown played. Did he get a catch? Did he get a catch? Yeah, 10-7's fair. I mean, 10-7's fair. We've got a tough schedule. I mean, our division, obviously, you're playing the AFC West. You're playing, obviously, the Chargers are going to be at home, Kansas City at home, and you're playing Denver, who we never beat. I don't care how. I don't know what the hell's going on there. We can never beat them. But yeah. So, what is your thoughts going into the game and out of the game? They are what we thought they were? Are you more optimistic or are you more pessimistic? I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts and your guys' read on this, because I am more optimistic about the defense, and I'm pretty much where I thought I would be with the offense. I think the offense is definitely what I expect them to be. I think we're going to be high powered. Let me see what you guys are talking. My man feeling better about the team. I like it. Casey, what's up? What's up? Feeling better about the team. And again, if you guys are on X and you're in the chat, I love it. At one point, come over to YouTube, man. It don't cost you nothing. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. Be part of the Cowboys Cave family. We do our live shows, do pre-games, do posts. We're doing it was a little hiccup. So if you guys watched it tonight, I do apologize. I begged them to do a dry run the night before. They said they had everything set up. Thankfully, we got Charles Haley. Tried to get Kevin Smith and Eugene Lockhart, and the audio, everything they had was not working. So it will get fixed. We'll be live back over at Boyd Farm for the Bears game. We're going to do all our road games with watch parties there. So Drew Pearson, I believe, is going to be there. So if you guys want to see the OG at 88 against the Bears, watch party, Boyd Farm, he is going to be there, and the Cowboy Cave will be representing, and we're going to have a good time. So definitely. Go walk the dog, man. If you're on East Coast time, you should be saying, hey, man, I'm going to bed. But I want to hang out with you guys for a little bit and just kind of talk about the game. What player stood out to you on defense? And let's think about that defensive line. I think about Nealon. I think Fowler struggled early. I thought he was out of position a couple times, and that led to some big Jalen Hurts runs. I thought Eazy-E got better as the game went on. I thought the D tackles, I think Kenny was as advertised. I thought Osa played well, but Solomon Thomas was one of those guys that surprised me a little bit. Played a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, a lot of Kenny Clark love, man. I thought he definitely played well. But I think the defense, that second half, man, we have just got to get that defense to show up like they did in the second half, because they stifled the Eagles offense. They stifled them. Personally, I like the situation the Cowboys were in going into the game. Felt like the Cowboys had nothing to lose. Absolutely. I think they played early like they had nothing to lose. I think my thing of it is I didn't expect, if I'm being honest, and we're just, obviously we do the hype and we're always going to be positive, but we got to be real too. I mean, no one has the Cowboys going 17-0, winning a road game opening day in Philadelphia. That was going to be a tall task. And Vegas, it was the number one point spread at Vegas at 8.5. Cowboys obviously covered the spread. Cowboys played well. And they had every opportunity to win the game and just didn't make the plays that they needed to make at the end of the game. And that's CeeDee Lamb. But I think you got to feel better about the team. You got to feel better about the team coming out of it. If we're being honest, I thought, Houston, that was a great tackle he had for loss. They're deep on that defensive end. I mean, they talked about the loss of Parsons, and you kind of saw it early. I mean, you definitely felt it early. But I think once they kind of found their way, and sometimes it's like I was talking with Haley, is you got to have an alpha dog on defense. And who's that alpha dog going to be? And that's what we don't know. I mean, Leofau looked like he might be that dog the way he was going after people, but who is going to be that leader of the defense? And someone is going to have to step up. I think if you saw Dak the way he was on the side, that was a different Dak than I've seen on the sidelines. Obviously, what happened with Jalen Carter, he just had an edge to him, and he was just in everyone's faces, saying, "Hey, let's get this thing going." Was very emotional, very very passionate at certain times. That's what you wanted to see from Dak. That's what I've always wanted to see. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's what I always wanted to see with Dak Prescott. I wanted to see that leadership. I wanted to see that dog, and I saw that. Defense, I don't know yet. I mean, you guys let me know if you saw someone out there that did it, but I didn't see that yet. Looks like absolutely. I thought the tackles held their own. And again, the Eagles, I mean, that was the top defense last year. I mean, I know they lost a couple guys, but they're still one of the top defenses. And I thought our tackles, I thought the whole offensive line played well, honestly, but I was really worried about Guyton coming off an injury. You weren't really sure. I don't know if you guys saw that one, dude. He just did that Eric Williams club on somebody, man. It was great. And yeah, Javonte Williams on offense played well. I thought the linebackers played well. I mean, early, I think they struggled. But I think, again, the whole defense played well. Jalen Hurts played well. I'll give you that, Carl. He didn't throw well, but he ran the ball, and he can run. And why the Cowboys did not put a spy, and that would have been overshown. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I was talking to my son during the game, like, well, they need to put a spy on him, but who are they going to put on him? I think Overshown would have been that guy. That would have been that guy. Run defense in the first half was terrible. And I'm like, here we go again. But you got to say, David, they tightened up in the second half. They were behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, like I said, you tell anyone you're going to hold Barkley to 60 yards rushing. I don't know how many carries he had. I didn't see the stats, but I think any of us would have taken it. Any of us would have taken that and rolled the dice on it. So also, I'll be doing a lot of these post games. I just didn't have time because it was a night game, but we got phones. So hopefully we'll be able to get some interaction with you guys with the phones. But like I said, man, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, share. A lot of you guys are hanging out. We got almost 800 in here. Got a ton of you guys on X, of course. Love you on X. Watch it on X. But at some point, if you love Mike Tag, you love the Cowboys Cave, you love me bringing a hype, just go over to YouTube and hit that subscribe. Then you can go back to X and watch it. It doesn't matter. But if you can hit that subscribe, hit that like button, man, it definitely helps. Yeah, we talked about the fumble. What do you guys think of, Shoddy's first game coaching? What did you think of his clock management? That was a big thing with McCarthy. If there was something that Cowboy fans were, it was just like always harping on was clock management. What did you think of the team discipline? What did you think of his play calling? What did you think of the creativity of the offense? And then, really just start with Shoddy overall. Love to get your opinions on that. I would say I thought it was a very well coached game. I thought the clock management was good. I thought the play calling, the mix of run pass was good. I talked about the substitution and the running back by committee in 1 series, 2 series. I don't like that. And I think they got to get out of and it's not just him, it's a lot of these coaches do this. You got to be situational. Yeah, okay, it's Sanders' turn, but now we're inside the 10. It's Javonte Williams' time. He was plowing through their defensive line. They had him wrapped up, and he hung up. He dragged them, and the whole offensive line dragged him 5 more yards. You've got to think about that. And I don't know, if you get caught in the moment and you're just focused on play calling, you don't think about the situation there. That would be my one critical part. B+, can't argue with that. That would be my one critical part was and I know hindsight's 2020 and you say, well, he ran a 50, but I'm going with Javonte Williams inside the 10-yard line. That's just me. First head coach, he did a good job. Proud of him. See the potential with him, but definitely needs to start with that defense. Yeah, we gotta get. But like I said, the defense is going to be an evolution. It's going to be a process. The defense you saw in the first half to the second half was night and day. Now they play the Giants. We're going to see how the Giants and Washington, how that game kind of unfolds this weekend. And I want to see our defense should dominate the Giants and I think their run game. We should be able to shut down the run. So I think that will be the interesting part is you want to see that. And then you're going to the Bears. And the Bears have the new Detroit coach, and they're going to be running he's trying to, obviously he's implementing that Detroit offense, but he don't have the Detroit players for it. That's a game the Cowboys win. I said after 3 games, the Cowboys really have to be 2-1, and they have got to win games. They have to tuck away some wins because right before Thanksgiving, I would say I think they got the Eagles at home. You start that stretch if you got the Eagles. I think it even starts before that. You got Washington home. No, I know Eagles at home, Chiefs at home, Detroit on the road, Vikings on the road. So let's see. Big question. I don't think so. I don't think it changes. I don't think it changes the outcome. I don't. Because the Cowboys were in a position to win with their offense. And the offense did not close the deal. The defense put the offense in position to win. And that's just, like I said, I haven't seen CeeDee Lamb's post-game interview. He's going to own it. So I don't think it changes because I think they'd be in the exact same position with the offense with an opportunity to go down and score and win the game. So I don't think it changes, but the defense looking better in the second half made me feel better. Now, I'll be honest. If I would have saw a track meet and I would have saw a 49-52 kind of game or 49-45, I would be really concerned with the defense. I'd be like, this is just going to be all the pressure is going to be put on Dak. All the pressure is going to be put on the offense. We're going to have to score 45 points a game. We're in trouble. And tonight made me feel a little bit better. Now, I'm not going to get my Super Bowl ring size. They definitely got a ways to go on defense, but I saw the potential. I saw the pass rush. I saw the run defense. In the second half. That made me feel a lot better. What do you think of George Pickens? I thought he played well given his opportunities. Would have liked to see more opportunities. I did not want to see Schoonmaker as being an option on with the game on the line. Wasn't really digging that. I think they could have went to Pickens more, but it's a difference when you're watching on TV. You're watching on TV, you don't really see the full field there. My dog's exhausted. She's exhausted too. You don't get a chance to see the full field. Once you can see the tape and just kind of see what was going on with the reads and what their plans were, then you'd have a better idea. But I thought he played well, got pass interference, and you can't underestimate that. He is going to demand certain kind of coverage, and that was a 34, if my memory is right, 34-yard play that got him inside the 10 or 15-yard line. So definitely big opportunities for George Pickens, I think, as the game gets going. You got to remember, these guys didn't play preseason. These guys weren't playing preseason. They're just getting going, and it kind of showed because they started fast and they kind of, it slowed down. And then they had it going again, but then they had the drops, and the drops were absolutely killers. And I'm sure CD is getting annihilated for it, and I think he's going to own it in the locker room. And I think you're going to see a huge game out of CD Lamb next week. So he just owned it. All right, there you go. Thank you, Garland. He owned it on NFL. I mean, he was saying it on the sidelines, and CeeDee Lamb's, I mean, he's a badass. But he's got to make the catch, that one diving one. I don't really have. I mean, he's CeeDee Lamb, so I expect him to catch it. It's the one right there off his helmet. And then it was the other one on the previous drive. Those were the two that absolutely, it was a little too much for me. So, but anyway, we got the Giants next week. I think we rebound. We're going to be live in the cave. It's going to be a little tricky. I'm actually going to be off on Monday, so it's probably going to be a Wednesday night show with K9 and I back in the crib. We got Uncle Cheech, stuff like that. So that's kind of the way it's going to work. And then I'll be out at AT&T. I'll be there for the Sunday game, man. It's a nooner. The Cowboys don't get many 12 o'clock games at AT&T, so I figure I learned from my man Doug. My man Doug, he said, hey, I go out there, his son and I, they do this quick trip. So I said, I'm going to do it. So we fly in at 8 in the morning, get to the game, and then we fly home that night. So it's like no hotel stay. We're going to go straight to AT&T. Probably not even going to be able to hit Texas Live. So if there's any tailgates that you can invite me to, any of you guys out there that are tailgating, let me know, because I'll be getting off that plane. I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be Eugene Lockhart hungry, and I want to get it. So anyway, I'm dropping the Charles Haley interview on a separate video. Again, some things, today on our pregame show, still working through the bugs, but it's going to be better next time. Definitely, if you guys didn't see that, promise you it will be better. You don't want to miss it. If you did go through it, definitely get it. And then I appreciate all the love. Hype video. I thought I set the tone. I thought I got this thing going, man, and our team was there. It just came up that little too short. But I told you guys, this defense, it was about opportunity. It was about opportunity for this defense, one man to another. And I thought that they started to play within themselves in that second half, and they definitely looked better. So I appreciate it. Again, as you guys are rolling out, if you could, A lot of you guys are on Twitter, man. I love it. Appreciate it. But if you get a minute, man, do your boy a solid. Head over to YouTube, Cowboys Cave. Hit that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up, man. And check out the stuff. If you're new to the channel, check out some of the interviews, man. We interview a lot of Cowboys. And I'm just telling you, Eugene Lockhart is phenomenal. But Charles Haley was about as real as it gets, man. He was just he's always a breath of fresh air. And then he made fun of me. You know how, like, if you ever watched, the America's Team or saw the old, 90s clips with Haley, he used to just dig at players. And if you didn't fight back, then he knew that he could get you, and he wasn't going to let it up. And he cracked on me, cracked on my hat, said, how'd you find a hat to fit that big head of yours? And I was able, I'd said something, and then, we laughed it off. Let's just say. But you guys can go check it out. But I appreciate it. It is, what time is it? It's 1:30 my time. I got to work tomorrow, so I'm going to get to bed. Cowboys Nation, don't let this thing ruin your weekend. I'd be disappointed, but understand this. You went on the road, opening day, against the defending Super Bowl champions, raise their banner, do all the shit that they're going to do, and the Cowboys went toe-to-toe with them, and arguably probably, should have won the game. Could have easily won the game. So I'm walking out looking very positive. Now, if they shit the bed next week, that ain't no good. That ain't going to be no good. You don't want that. Then we got problems. But Cowboys handle their business next week. 1 week at a time. I won't even focus on after that. 1 week at a time, one game at a time. But I appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Hit that like, subscribe, share. I will see you guys heading off to the Keys. A little R&R, a little quick, long, the little weekend trip. Saw Miami, Notre Dame. Got my Philly Cowboys game Thursday night. So now it's time for me to just chill. Going to have a good one. I appreciate it, Casey. Thank you for being part of the chat. Thank you for being part of the Cowboys Cave family. You have a great weekend. Everyone else in chat, have a great weekend. I will be seeing you Wednesday night. I'll be back in, but I may drop a video down in the Keys. I'll be chilling. Might have a few drinks in me, just enjoying life. And I may drop a video. So that's why you want to subscribe, but you want to hit that alert bell on. But you guys take care, man. Have a good evening. Be safe if you're driving. Hopefully you guys are in bed like I'm going to be in a few minutes. Have a great weekend. See ya.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.